It's spectacular, nice and terrible as Hades to job at. Greet to Bouvet Isle, a little volcano fate in the southward Atlantic. The submarine Antarctic area is thousands of many kilometers of civilization, and its top cliffs and ice pack cap indicate really few human beings include always put a leg on it. The weather doesn't assist. Sticking out of the sea the way it does tool facility can worsen really quick. 1 min the skiing are precise, the following theory enclosed by Puff. No miracle sailors urge Bouvet the planet's largest remotely isle, no miracle writers and scientific fictitious cinema makers hold with it in their storylines. But the lone is figure growing research concern for which it could speak us on the history environment of Antarctica. And these wines are very essential to the way the mainland has been change of deceased. They've been drive sea upwelling, for sample, hauling up hot water of the profound how are later received by coast glaciers and smelting them. The trial is addition to world ocean level growth. We aware of the latter observation recording how these wines include been enhancing but such accounting records just go behind 30 or 40 year, says Liz Thomas of the UK Antarctic Examination, BAS. Which we're concerned in is if the enhancing is portion of nature variation. Do they Do they rate up and sluggish downward? Or is the thing extraordinary, a humane-made effect on the environment? Dr. Thomas, an associate newly omitted onto the isle by Chopper, the just way, to drill bit an ice mandrel. Its compact snows are love a ribbon video recorder on the history. The more rapid and stronger the winds strike, the more than powder should get turned on in the mandrel. But down there are some markers, too much. Diatoms, diminutive algal, how dwell at the shallow of the sea are beaten up in sea hairspray. The windier it is, the more than concentration there present will be in the layers of snowing subsidence on Bouvet. And it's not fair a recording of wines how Dr. Thomas's crew can remove. The team as well wants to aware how far the yearly ocean ice has been widening of Antarctica. In several years, the floes can shove out almost all the way to Bouvet. PhD undergraduate Amy Tsar is considering the mandrel for a package of special natural constituent blown up onto the isle how could be as a authorization for history ocean ice facility. These are chemical substances related in the algal, that flowering in the sea while ocean ice retreats and the water supply is one day once again imbued in lighting. The BAS investigator explains, this more than ocean ice we get in the winter, the more the degree. While the later melts behind in springtime, we include more than region for phytoplankton increase. This more than phytoplankton, the more than of these fat acidity constituent and methane sulfonic acidity we're later departure to see in the ice mandrel. So, if we're vision more than ice mandrel constituent of these source, it tool down there was more than ocean ice in how year. The 14M sector of ice the crew took off Bouvet just accounting records breeze and ocean ice facility behind to 2001. But the scholar is confident how if the team can back to the isle, it will discover a drill bit website in a lot more profound story. She says, we were just on Bouvet for a question of several hours, since we could just job in a weather box how was nice and we had to get off the isle rapidly while the puff begun to get down. But I certainly believe down there is the opportunity to go behind down there and drill bit a really profound mandrel how accounting records several hundreds, if not thousands, of year of environment variation. The BAS job was taken in conjunction in the universities of Maine, U.S., and Copenhagen, Denmark. It was carried out as portion of the Antarctic Circumpolar mission led by the Switzerland Arctic Study Institution.